Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Antonimo Bay, coming at you with another comic book haul. And this Brachiosaur. Look at the size of this damn thing. It's ridiculous. Anyway, had to show that in there. He is super cool. Tilt him back. Yeah, he's enormous. Enormous. I totally recommend him. Alright, and then my dear local friend Miguel, he sold me some more comic books this week. Comics that used to belong to his brother, who passed away, and he was a great collector. He took excellent care of his books, and he had an excellent collection of books. So this week, I just have to brag. I picked up Batman Adventures number 12, the first appearance of Harley Quinn. There's a little bit of tape on the bag there that it's not on the comic. It's all good. But I don't know why I showed you the back. There it is. That's pretty legendary. Legendary. Anyway, wanted to get that out of the way and just say, I'm really happy to have that run through my hands. And I'm going to be moving that over to a friend who's been trying to get a hold of one of those. So you should check him out on Bub's Comics. Another thing that this dude had this week, I bought kind of some key big issues that he had, and then just some random junk that he had. He had like a box of stuff, and he's just like, here, I'll sell you this, for a little of nothing. He just wants it to go to a good home. I just want to give it a good home. I picked this up, Spawn issue number 1, signed by Todd McFarlane. Certificate of authenticity. How freaking sweet is that? That is sweet. Also, happened to wander into Walmart. I had the banana. I had Peely in hand. But this Molten Battle Hound is freaking cooler. Look at this guy. Freaking great. So anyway, got that, and I got myself a big old stack of comics from this guy, and I'm just going to run through them. Some of them are really awesome. Some of them are just kind of like leftovers from his collection. As far as some of the other Batman stuff, he had issue 28, which is it's a rarer issue. It's more than, it's a little higher value than normal. He also had issue 16, which I can't remember why these particular issues are more, but I looked them up, and yeah, they're bringing like $30-40 a piece for these things, and I was like, I'm not sure why, but they were in the lot. I got the whole lot for a great price. He also threw in this, even though I've already got it. I'm excited to get it again. This is the first appearance of Bishop, Uncanny X-Men 282. Love this comic. He's one of my all-time favorite X-Men. Second to Wink Jubilee in Uncanny X-Men 244, who is probably my all-time favorite X-Men. X-Man, X-Woman, X-Kid, whatever. And that. So, he just kind of threw these in with the pile. Can't go wrong with that. Love those issues. Love those characters. Very excited by it. He also had, I am a fan of the 10th. I didn't realize so much that I was a fan of the 10th, but I've really been knocking these out and just snagging them everywhere. I got a copy of Wizard Half with the Wizard Half Certificate of Authenticity. Just 10th number half. So very pleased about that. Super excited. I got issue of Wildstorm's Thundercats number 1. I love Thundercats, of course. I love Thundercats. But Wildstorm stuff that came out was pretty darn good. The art is great. And I got, I think, the whole set here. I got 0 through 4 of this set. And these are fantastic covers. Just fantastic. Move my light source slightly. My Brachio's throwing me. I got Thundercats 1 of 5, another Wildstorm miniseries that they ran. And these just have great art, great covers. I love the Thundercats. I mean, ever since back in the day, back in the 80s, back when my parents didn't want me to watch it because it was evil. It doesn't matter. I love that show. That's part of probably what made me want it so bad. And then what I've ended up with is just a really hefty box of just kind of random more modern comics, and you know me, I don't know shit about modern comics, but this is Astonishing X-Men 33, X-Men Legacy 237, X-Force 24. See, this stuff is so, like, I don't know anything about it. It's all new. Some of the covers are very impressive. I'm going to dig it. But, like, I've never read any of it. So, it's hard for me to, like, I don't know, get too excited about it because it's so new. It's so far after where I stopped reading. I really died out on Marvel Comics as far as anything new. And any comics, actually. About 2001, early 2000s. So all of this stuff, that is really grisly. All of this stuff is just, it's weird to me. I haven't read it. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know what Chimichanga is. Issue number 1, that's weird. Enter the Zombie. That looks interesting. But back to X-Men stuff and Marvel stuff. Man, I just don't know what's going on. But I can appreciate a beautiful Rogue cover anytime I see it. And that is one right there. So yeah, it's stuff I'm excited to get, but I was like, I don't even know what this stuff is worth. I don't even know if I want it. So the guy gave me, he didn't really know either. He just gave me a good deal. So as one guy who doesn't know what he's selling to another guy who doesn't really know what he's buying, if anybody out there is like, oh man, this stuff is great. This is, I don't know if there's any key issues in here. I don't know anything. Anton does not know. I gave up I gave up comic books at this point. I got 2 of those. To kind of get more into action figures because that was what I was really into. That said, I'm not going to like hate on modern comics. These have really great covers to them. And I'm assuming the inside art is probably at least somewhat decent. It's just, I don't know. It's just past my time. So it's stuff that I don't always, like I said, I don't always appreciate. I don't know much about this, but I love this action figure of Dr. Aphra. And so I was glad to see her on the cover because I was like, oh, I know her. There's Star Wars number 4. I'm kind of mixed feelings about IDW's Ninja Turtle stuff. But you know what? It's issue number 1. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's valuable. Like I said, I don't know anything about these newer comics. But I got a nice pile. That's scary. Curse of the Mutants. Mutant Second Class. These are in also no order. They were just like a big mixed up box of more modern X-Men. His brother collected way longer than I did. Into the modern era there. That looks cool. I could see myself reading that because it's, got that look to it. Uncanny X-Men 251 or 521. That will go with my X-Men collection because previously from this guy, I think I basically bought every issue of Uncanny X-Men. If I remember right, it was like every issue from 1981 to 2014 with very few holes. And just an insane run I got from this guy. So that's another one that would go with that. This guy was big into X-Men. That's a gorgeous cover. And it's so gorgeous that I got 2 of them. That's a cool cover too. Ares? Yeah. I only know him from the action figure. Like I said, I'm an action figure guy. Kenny X-Force. 229. Not sure who that is, but that's a cool looking cover. Uncanny X-Force. Uncanny X-Force, it's some sort of sealed bag. The Dark Angel Saga Conclusion. It's sealed. That's interesting. If anybody knows anything about that, I guess yell at me in the comments. Wolverine fighting a robot. Is this Cameron Hodge? That looks like Cameron Hodge. I thought he died like forever ago. Of course, I guess nobody in Marvel Comics really dies. Brightest Day, The Flash. I guess there's a few DC books in here. That's really cool looking. I love Cloak and Dagger. That's a really beautiful cover. Don't know anything about that, but that's a very nice cover. Uncanny X-Men, Army of Two. Oh, that's like from the EA video game. Another Brightest Day, The Flash. Astonishing X-Men Exogenesis. I don't know what's happening there, but that's kind of hilarious. Brightest Day number 5. X-Force. X-Factor, Second Coming. Second Coming X-Men. Curse of the Mutants, another one of those. Uncanny X-Men issue, I don't know. They've hit, 518. Yeah, I don't think I have these in my original set, so it'll be nice to put a few more on the end of that. Got an old school Spider-Man Chapter 1. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's not that old school, but it's there. 90s, late 90s. Chapter 1, issue 8. Chapter 1, 11, 12. Another X-Men Legacy. Batman Detective Comics. And these things just keep moving out. Some more issues of Batman. I have, during the time I bought this guy's collection, this last summer, I basically got a whole long box full of Batman. And it turns out this guy just had some like extra that he found while they were cleaning out his brother's place. And there's just more Batman in there. Year one later, whatever that means. That's kind of interesting covers. Year one later, Batman Detective Comics. Year one later, more year one later. 8/19, 8/17, 8/18. Yeah, like I said, if anybody has some wisdom or some nuggets of information about any of these that's relevant, man, hey, just shout it out in the comments. Ranger Sly, I'm looking in your direction. Infinity War number 3. I used to have this whole series. I love that. I thought it was great. Wolverine, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., part 6 of 6. Messiah War, X-Force. Is that Chrome? Nope, it's not. Age of Heroes. Age of Heroes, New Avengers. Marvel Knights, number 20. Shadowland. That is a beautiful Batgirl cover. I really like that. I really like this costume. I don't know what that is. It's Moon Knight. Some big thick issue of Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Of something. Infinity War number 2. Some sort of Marvel Adventure Spiders. I don't know what that is. Another one. Like I said, these are just books past my time. This is stuff I did not read. The Infinity Crusade. I like this cover. I loved this book. And Infinity Watch, and first issue of Infinity Watch. I think I've already got it, but Infinity Watch is damn good. And if you're not familiar with it, it's definitely worth checking out. If you're a fan of the whole like Thanos, Gamora, all that stuff, Infinity Gems, this is like some of the best reading, and it's cheap. You can get it anywhere. Drax is great in it. Looks like I also get an issue of Vengeance of Vampirella number 23. And I will always take an issue of Vampirella, because why not? So anyway, that is my little pile of comics I got today. Yeah, this dude was just trying to sell them, and I got them. And this one will be going to my friend at Bubs from Bubs Comics. And I hope he enjoys it. Hope he likes it. And that's what I picked up this week. It's been a busy week. I went from making like no videos for a month to like now I'm doing 2 this last week. So we'll see how that goes. YouTube sucks, but you know, it's been rolling. So anyway, I'll quit droning on. That's my story. I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Bubs. Thank you all. Hope you like this book, man. Catch you later. Bye.